Well done, everybody. Okay, so welcome for joining us today. This is going to be an amazing recording. Welcome to the Paul Fo podcast. Today, I want to be discussing with you about four ways through which you can get your first 10 paying customers. 4 ways to get your first 10 paying customers. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. So I'm streaming live both on my podcast and on YouTube all at the same time. So this is going to be very, very, very good. Very good. All right. So let's start the class. All right. If you already have a lot of customers, this is not for you. But if you're just starting or you just want to know more, or you have a side hustle that you're about to start, then this is for you. Let's go. How do you get your first 10 paying customers? Number one, you build an audience first before you build your product. You build an audience first before you build your product. Now, this is very, very important because a lot of times what people do is that they finish the product, they come to the market, and they are looking for people to buy their product. When they don't find people to buy the product that way, they get overwhelmed and they get scared. True or false? Let me read a testimonial to you about this. Somebody just sent me this testimonial after reading the article. The person said, thank you. The person's name is Excellent Me of Marketing. He says, thank you, Coach Paul Fo. I've been learning sales and marketing for a while now, and I'm about launching out as a sales and marketing coach. I made the mistake highlighted here. I developed a product without a marketing plan, and as expected, it was a disaster. Thank you so much, Coach. I have received clarity from this post and the Morning Ginger in the Sales Factory group. This guy is in my WhatsApp group. I have a paid WhatsApp group where I teach sales every single day. I drop a sales nugget every single day. If you want to join that WhatsApp group, click on the link on my Instagram bio to join. It's 10,000 naira to join that group. That's what the guy is talking about. If you're on the podcast, the link will be on the show notes. So let's continue. The first one is you build your audience before you build the product. Because think about it. People buy from people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. Okay. Now, if people know you, if they like you, and they trust you, you are beginning to build some brand affinity. Now, when your product eventually comes out, all right, you have already crossed the familiarity chasm. You do get that? You've crossed the familiarity chasm. So when the product comes out, it's easier for the people to jump and buy because they already like you. And doing that, you're also activating a behavioral economics term called availability heuristics. Now, a heuristic is when you as a human being, you depend on a past experience to make a current decision. A heuristic is a mental shortcut that you as a person, you depend on a past experience to make a current decision. I'll give you an example. If you're doing a job interview and right, and somebody comes into that interview and it's a sales role and the person is just wearing a jeans and a t-shirt and another person is wearing a suit, a navy blue suit and a white shirt and tie, which one would you give a chance to do that job for you first? Yes, you will give the second one that is wearing a suit because from the past experience have told that people that dress well tend to do the work well. That's a heuristic. Now, when your product is everywhere, when they see your brand everywhere on all the platforms, it's easier for them to make a buying decision in a way that favors you. That is activating a behavioral heuristic. So that's the first one. You build your audience first before you build the product. What's a practical way to do this? Like what I'm doing right now. You share about your product and your services. All right. You share your journey. So let's say you want to start building a water business and start selling water. So you can be sharing stories of how you got your factory. You can share stories of how much you paid for rent if you can. You can share stories of the kind of packaging you're going to use for that. You can even ask people to tell you which one they would like, which colors they like. You are building the audience. You are telling them that, look, the product is going to come out in the next 6 months. Drop your email address here. You are building it before the product comes out. Please, guys, share this with your friends and family members if you're getting value for this on the podcast as well. Please share this podcast, drop a comment, and tell me if you're really, really enjoying this on YouTube as well. Smash the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are enjoying it, because I'm streaming on all 3 platforms all at the same time. So that's the first one. You share your journey on that. The next is you define your ideal client. You define your ideal customer. Now, this is important. This is very, very interesting. Now, watch this. The purpose of a product is to solve a problem. The purpose of a product or a service is to solve a problem. Now, you as a human being, you cannot solve every human problem on the earth. You cannot solve every human problem on the earth as a human being, right? Good. So your product, by definition, solves a specific human problem. And you need to find out the people that have that problem. Did you get that? You find out the people that have that particular problem that your product or your service can solve. All right. When you find out those people, you find out who those people are. All right. Then you find out their problems. You now start creating content and marketing assets that solve those problems. That also points to you as the solution to those problems. I'll give you a typical example. Let's say your target audience is small businesses that do between